10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, you already know what it is. We in the building. This is the Hood Court. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, hoodlums and hood rats. You are now tuned into the Hood Court. In today's case, we actually have 4 cases going on today. We have Chopper for making it. Wait, I was about to say making it in the 845. Shout out to making it in the 845. We got Chopper from making the band. Okay, we got the guy, I'm gonna call him the guy because don't nobody really know his name. That was fucking with Mike Tyson on the plane. Okay, we got Cam Newton, correct? Yep. And we got Prom dressed in guns. These fools out here violating like crazy. We're gonna get into that, but before we do, why don't everybody go ahead and introduce themselves, and then we're gonna get into who the first case is.
It's Poppy Fortune. Y'all know me. Y'all see me every week. You know what we here to do. You know what we gonna do. I'm gonna pass the mic over.
It's Ray, y'all. Y'all see me every Monday and sometimes on Tuesday. You know what I do.
The Silent Assassin, baby. Let's go.
Regular things, man. You know me, man. Tyler Mix. I'm outside, Mr. 845. Y'all know what I do. Everything. We outside. This is what we doing. We at Hood Court, man. Let's go.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. So listen, Town Mama was good. Mama, share this live. Okay, let's take a couple of minutes to share, and also we could do that real quick. And while we're doing that, why don't everybody go ahead real quick before we get into these cases and tell people a little bit about what you do, and then we're gonna get into the first case. We can start with you, T-Mix. We're gonna start on your end, and then we'll come around this way. Bow. Let's go.
Repeat that question.
Tell people a little bit about yourself real quick before we start the first case to give us time to share the link while you go ahead and tell people what you do.
Well, my name is Tyler Mix, for those who don't know. I'm a screenplay writer. I'm an author. I'm a rapper as well. I am also the music supervisor for the Making It in the 845 reality show as well. I am also a personal trainer. I am the CEO of GCW. It's called Guerrilla Cardio Workout. I will be doing classes towards the end of the summer. All right. I also I make beats. I'm a jack of all trades. We got the mixtape coming out soon, the Miz tape, probably towards the end of the summer. You already know I'm looking for artists that's super fire to put on that. With me and Miz and Poppy Fortune, you know what I mean? So, you know, look for that too as well. So, you know, my email also is tmixthewriter@gmail.com. So if you got some joints you fire, you want to get on a mixtape, I'm looking for artists from Newburgh, Middletown, Spring Valley, even the BX, man. I don't discriminate. Brooklyn, if you hot, pull up. You know what I'm saying? We outside. And we sifting through the hottest songs to put on the next Miz tape. And it will be coming out around the same time the reality show is gonna be airing in August. So we try and put that together, man. So Pound Cake, man, we see you outside, man. I've been watching you too, Pound Cake, man. Type fire, I see you, ma. You on that, Pound Cake. Been watching you, Pound Cake. See you. Well, but yo, listen, that's it. That's what I do.
All right.
Go ahead, Miz, back to you.
All right, we're going to pass it over to Poppy Fortune.
Poppy Fortune, artist, writer, host, entrepreneur, do a little bit of everything. You need your music published, holla at me. You need your video published, put on the majors, taken off of just YouTube and monetize on YouTube. Ooh. Holla at me.
All right.
You need something written, song, movie, anything, holla at me. You need somebody to host whatever your event is, you know what to do. Come holla at me.
Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, send me the link. I'll send, okay, put the link in the description, somebody, and then we will do that. Double R Styling Assassin, you want to go next?
Yep. And mine is simple. I'm a host, co-host of From the Ground Up. And like I said, sometimes I'm a co-host on Talk Therapy. It seems like I'm sometimes lately I've been a regular guest.
All right.
So yeah, it's not much. Y'all know what y'all see me all the time, so y'all know what I do.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. We in here. Check it out. Yeah. Who do not know, y'all know I'm Lady Miz. I'm a host. I'm a song creator. I like to call myself a song creator. I don't like to put myself as an artist in a box because I don't just do music to be performing. I do it for TV shows and for movies and all of that. I make music for that particular reason. So also, I am an author of 2 published books. I have my own potato chips called Boss Move Chips that is in stores now, and you can order it off my website. And I am an entrepreneur, obviously, because Boss Move is a part of that. But I'm also a life coach, and I teach people how to build their credit, how to buy their first home, how to put out a product, how to start their own podcast, how to write their first book, and all of that, you know? So, have my own publishing companies, book publishing company, and music publishing company. So yeah, we in here. What's good, boss lady? I see you. So check it out, y'all. We're about to get into our first case, and we got everybody on deck. Y'all know I'm a judge, so I'm gonna sit back and let them do what they do, baby. But for those who haven't already, make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that notification button, and hit the like button, and share this link. All right, we ain't do no promo like that, okay? We tried to send it to a few people, but it's all good. That's we ain't to help us out here. Share the link real quick. Get into it. Let's go. I'm in the background. So first case we got the first case. Ladies and gentlemen, hoodlums and hood rats. The first case is Chopper from Making the Band. He was arrested for sex trafficking. So I need everybody to let us know. And I guess who we gonna start with?
I'll start it off. Oh, actually, we can start off with the article.
Let's start off with the article. Okay, go ahead. Y'all got it.
All right. So Chopper from MTV's Making a Band. You should remember that from the Dave Chappelle sketch, if nothing else. He was arrested for sex trafficking. So I want to start this off by saying sex trafficking doesn't always mean, like 90% of the time, it doesn't mean you're kidnapping people. It's just the general charge that they give people for pimping that. And I don't mean slapping a chick around pimping. I mean, she was already out there doing her thing and you just gave her like protection and an extra way to make money. Okay. So this doesn't mean that like he's like out here kidnapping people. Don't think that. But we can go to the article. I'll read the article.
Oh, okay.
You want to read the article? Okay.
All right, boom. So let's see what the article is saying. Poppy Fortune going to read it. We're going to see what y'all think. And we're going to discuss this. Is this really a hood violation? Because sex trafficking is big. Okay. Sex trafficking is big.
And you do have a lot of women who are out here being legitimately trafficked against their will, forced to take drugs, kidnapped, or taken over. You know, a lot of women get taken over the border and forced into sex slavery.
All right. So the point is here, are they being sex trafficked or are they being hoes? And we're going to get to that. Which one is it? Bow, let's go.
They need to separate that law, though. It's like that's a crazy thing to get charged with if you're not kidnapping people.
Absolutely.
Yo, it's out here. It's out here. I seen it. It's out here. Let's talk about it. All right, man.
All right. We go into the article.
Yeah, we gonna go to the article.
Absolutely. Let's get it.
All right, Chopper, one of MTV's former stars, I don't know if he was a star, was arrested for an undercover sex trafficking sting and is now facing pimping charges. See, just regular pimping as we continue down this article. According to TMZ, I'm putting my glasses on, Chopper is being extradited to Las Vegas to face sex trafficking charges after being arrested in Maryland earlier this month. My boy coast to coast with it. Detectives from Nevada's Vice Squad says Chopper's social media displayed evidence of potential sex trafficking operations, prompting them to launch investigation. Cops searched his Instagram and found posts of him referring to pimping and prostitution, with one image of him on the plane captioning "sending them" alongside a money bag and a crown emoji. That doesn't seem like evidence.
Okay.
I mean, you can't even take pictures on Instagram. You're a rapper. You got that money.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hold on.
That don't sound like
It doesn't.
Oh man.
He claimed in the doc show he was busted by an undercover vice detective who posed as a Sex City worker. The Nevada cop privately messaged the rapper on Instagram, offering him the chance to make money through prostitution. The undercover cop states that Chopper bragged to police during phone calls. He spoke as frequently traveling across the country. We had 7 homes. I mean, he living good.
Oh, okay. So sex trafficking.
For what, though?
I mean, look, hey, the rapping. We gonna say the rapping.
What?
I don't know none of the songs. We not look. He fight the case. We not gonna say he did it.
I don't know what song. Yo, what song he had? What song?
Say here, it must have blew up in Africa or something. You feel me?
Yo, what song? What song?
They're making it. You can't tell me he was making money off of the music.
Look,
Puffy was robbing them. Yo, they ain't make no money.
Look, I ain't gonna say he made the money off of pimping. Maybe he had a good investment team.
All right, so let's go one by one. Let's get your take on it. I want to get your take and then your take. We're gonna go on the line. Everybody speak at once so we can hear the evidence clear as possible for the people and for the jurors. So tell me, what do you think based off of that article? How do you feel about this case?
I mean, it sounds like general pimping. Yeah. And like, look, he's a pimp. He sees a woman who is very promiscuous, but can't pay her phone bill. And he gave her a very good idea of, well, why don't you take this promiscuity and pay your bills with it? And I'll make sure nobody robs you. That, honestly, I don't even know if that's illegal, bro. This is America. If you want to sell it, that is your business.
That's a whole fact. What's up, Shedney? We see you on the check-in. So how do you feel about like the whole situation? What type of hood rules do you think was violated?
I don't think he broke any hood rules. I feel like the government broke a hood rule with that crazy charge name.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you're saying that Chopper didn't break no hood rules because pimping ain't easy, and it ain't like it was no real hood rules broken because these chicks is out here homeless, so it's not really sex trafficking based off of where he's at in the location. So there's no hood violation here.
And it sounds like entrapment. Like how you contact me about pimping you and then arrest me for being like, okay.
Okay. All right.
Yo, listen. Listen. Ain't no hood violation. Know what I'm saying? Because most chicks that's in that lane of business, they be looking for dudes like him to take them under the wing and stuff like that. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, yo, it's out here like that. He probably got started with pimping and then branched over meeting all those Mexicans along the way that be, you know what I mean, doing that because it's out here. It's even out here where I'm at in PK. It's here. You can see it. They pull up. They got women in trucks. They hop out. They go to the store. But you can tell who the boss is. You feel me? When they pop out, because I see it. When they pop out.
What does the boss look like?
No, the boss, it'll be like a main lady. You could tell that when they walk in the store with these women, that they are in control of the situation or who they talk to and when they get their stuff and when they leave that store and get back in that truck and leave. You understand what I'm saying? It's always 2 people watching them. They don't talk to nobody. Yo, Miz, I'm telling you, I seen it.
So they selling it at the store.
They're not selling it at the store, but when they pull up, like, no, it's a breeding ground. Where I'm at, it's a breeding ground for that because there's a lot of Mexicans out here. So they bring a lot of the immigrant women and men out here to do that. You understand me? So when they come out here, they got little houses and stuff where they put them at. You feel me?
Yes.
So I mean, I'm just giving him like a little insight. You feel me to it? But it's definitely out here. That's how he probably started, but ended up doing that, and then just got knocked off doing it. You know?
Yes, yes. That is freaking crazy. Okay. At the end of the day, I think that, well, you know what? I'm the judge, so I got to actually hold off on saying it. I see one of the jurors in the comment section feels that it's insufficient evidence. This is from Town Mama. So they're not really feeling this case. So Chopper, you might not be violating the hood rules. You might get to keep your hood card. So we want to see after that, and depending on what the people say. But based off of the information, guys, y'all got to let us know what y'all think.
Yeah.
Put your information in the chat box so that we can let the people know. So so technically, Tyler Mix, Mr. 845. What do you find this to be any type of hood violation?
That's a negative, because right now in 2022, it's the wave. That's the wave right now out in the streets. You feel me? Mm-hmm. That's what they doing. Either the women are doing it for themselves. They call it dates. You understand me? So. Mm-hmm. They might jump in cars for dates, and then you got the women that's being controlled by the like a certain ringleaders that put them outside and make them and watch them as they go into hotels or what have you. So like Tawana was right when she commented. She said that it's in like the suburb areas, and she's right about that. Mm-hmm. She's right about that. But it's low. You would never know. You would just see a lot of them. When you see a lot of cars in one driveway, that's like that's like a house, and they work them to death, and they control their life when they bring them to the States.
Let's talk about what work them to death mean, and then I want to get to some of these comments.
Yeah, you gotta give me a chance to comment too.
I'm sorry.
No, a chance to speak. And Ty, I just want to be clear from what the article was saying. It doesn't sound like he's doing any other force work. It sounds like he's old school. Hey, make some money pimping.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it like this, right? As long as he, and I'm gonna agree with Soraya Alexis that said it. As long as he's not forcing these girls to do it, then he's not violating any rules. But what I will say, if outside of that, I don't think he's violating any hood rule. But he may be breaking the law, and I'll explain to you why. I think my belief is why they call it sex trafficking. Because if he's taking these girls from one state to another, then that's when it becomes sex trafficking.
And if they white, he facing a whole nother federal law that he don't even know about. That's really gonna hit him.
But
when you moving them,
yeah, if he moving them,
then that's when you in the Fed leagues. You feel me? Yeah. I met dudes in prison that had 40 years. For sex trafficking, that couldn't even get out. You feel me? 40 years. I'm dead serious. And they couldn't get out, being that the chick told, and the girls that he had in his lineup all told on him that he was pimping them. Even though it wasn't forcible and they was willing to do it, because 9 out of 10, they always willing to do it. Because they want to fuck with you. You feel me? So they bring you the money back.
Yeah,
they go get the money, and they bring it back to that. You
gotta also understand these women too. You gotta look that 90% of the times these guys are taking most of the money anyway.
Yeah,
that's a fact. They giving it to them.
Yeah,
they give it to them. Soon as they come back from the date, or soon as they pop back out, or the trick leave, they give them the money. They take all the money. The women don't have nothing. The pimp just takes care of them. Some women are so insecure that they want the pimp to take care of them.
I'm gonna answer boss lady, because she asked, what is true trafficking? Forced or willing?
True trafficking is
I like that.
But legally, it's crossing
state.
That's what I'm about to say. If he's forcing them, that's definitely sex trafficking. Even if it's sex trafficking, if they're willing and he's flying them across state lines to do it, then that becomes willingly having them willingly sex trafficking them, even though they want to.
Yeah, and if those messages between him and them cop hold up in court, is clip for him.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, the government takes the pimps because the same reason that they'll take the drug dealers on the street, they'll take the higher up drug dealers, but they'll leave the smaller ones. You need the regular people running around keeping the business rolling. So at the end of the day, prostitution is a major American business, just like drugs, just like guns. You take the pimps off the street so that you can now hop in and take control of the street. Because now you have veteran hoes with nobody to guide them. You can send your person in to take over.
He said veteran hoes. Oh, shit. Okay. So listen.
But you got them, though.
You got to be happy.
Veteran hoes.
Because
they
you
call
got
them bottom bitches.
you got a lot of women who, like, remember the girl that was on TikTok or whatever that was, where the guys were trying to grab her up out of a Uber. So you know that's
real sex trafficking.
Yeah,
still.
yeah. You know them. Who knows what else they have. You know.
Yeah.
That's a whole fact. Okay, so I wanna can y'all go through some of these comments, and I'm gonna give my verdict, and we're gonna move on to the next case to see if Chopper is getting his hood card revoked and if he's guilty of sex trafficking. So I heard from you guys, and now let's see. Go breeze back a little bit from these comments.
Yeah. So far, I've seen case dismissed, insufficient evidence from Town Mama.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet Shay, case dismissed. It looks like not too many people.
Everybody seems to agree that if they were willing, my
man
shouldn't even be facing
he shouldn't even be anything.
Town Mama asks, "What about minors? If there are any minors involved, get that man a check."
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Nah, he good, Brad.
He ain't breaking up. He's not breaking the law.
Oh my God!
Nah, he good.
Didn't mention minors, and I'm pretty sure if they were minors, they'd have put that in there.
Okay. All right. Are you done reading them?
Yeah, Town Mama said he's guilty of getting caught.
That's a fact.
And all right, Boss Lady said sound. Did you read that?
Boss Lady says it sounds like willing rape.
Right. Yeah, that's what I believe that as well too. So guys, tell me in the comment section if you think that he is guilty or not guilty. Chopper from making the band. Should he get his hood card revoked? We have already heard from the jurors on the panel. We want to hear from you guys out there. Let us know what you think. I'm
gonna say I don't think he should get his hood card revoked. White people are doing that shit all the time too. No, that's not a hood
That's a fact.
Yo, white people.
Yo, you can't. Yo, listen.
I don't mean it in a racist or saying it as a racial thing, but every nationality is doing that.
And when it comes to real forced sex trafficking and most other sex crimes, Caucasians lead by a large bit, including per capita, and the most of it happens in mostly their states. Like somebody put Wisconsin as number 3. You have European ethnic areas which are heavy in it. Like it's not a racial thing. I don't think this is a hood thing. This is not a hood thing. But like for the most part, when black pimps get caught, they just pimping.
All right, so we got some that say that he's guilty for getting caught. So basically, based off of what I seen, okay, and based off of the jurors up here, when it comes to Chopper from making the band that was on that show on MTV with Puffy, we are here to decide if this brother is getting his hood card revoked today. Why? Because he was charged with sex trafficking. But as the jurors have spoken, and people are saying it is not sex trafficking because these ladies are willingly giving up the ass, okay? They said pimping is not easy on these streets, okay? They said it's hard out here for a pimp, all right? At the end of the day,
hard out here for a pimp.
Brother ain't doing nothing. Yeah. They're willingly giving up the ass. They said the real violation is for y'all bitches out there that give the ass away for free. Okay? Put in the court. If you give it the ass away for free, that's where the real violation is coming from. So close your legs or get your money up. So we're gonna say this part is not getting revoked here on the hood court today. Chopper, you get to keep your hood card. Let's get it. All right, let's go.
I say
MC Lady Z on the check-in. What's good? What happened?
You done hit mad buttons. Is it fuck it?
I hit them all. Fuck. You understand what I'm saying? Because we here. Let's go. This is hood court. Okay? All right. Next case. What we got?
Next case, we have a double part case because Mike Tyson came out and said he feels like quote unquote, but like the man is rich. He knows people. He feels like rich people are kidnapping homeless people to hunt them for sport. And then right after that, a person harassed him on the plane and he lightly tapped his face a couple times.
Y'all want to go to the video?
Let's bring the video.
Let's got the video. Let's see what's popping here. But this is not the sex trafficking. This is the
Mike Tyson. This is Mike Tyson.
This is on
I just got the clip of him punching my man up.
All right, yeah, let's not finish.
Hey.
Get it, Mike.
Mike, come on.
Mike could have hurt that man. He was being nice.
He was being. Look, he looks like a whole sucker right now. I don't feel bad.
Man had wild talk. Mike Tyson gave you little love taps. Look at your face.
Trying to ask for autographs, man. I don't know what happened.
Bullshit. Let me tell y'all something. Matter of fact, I'm the judge. Let me be quiet. Y'all go ahead, get him.
That guy got everything he fucking deserved.
Seen the video.
Who's the idiot that's gonna fuck with Mike Tyson?
Yo, he started messing with Mike, and Mike be polite. Mike offered him weed. Mike gave him shrooms. Dude kept messing with Mike, and then I think he said the N-word, and Mike just turned around like, "All right, I'ma nicely calm you down."
He got every punch he deserved.
He deserved one real Mike Tyson punch. Mike ain't give him enough.
But I'm saying, even I don't want a half punch from Mike Tyson. If I see Mike Tyson and say, "Hey, what's up, Mike?" I'm gonna sit my ass down. I ain't gonna fuck with him.
Yeah,
he's over there. If we couldn't play all the video, but if you see him, he's over there. He's reaching over Mike Tyson. He keeps touching him. Yeah, I would punch you if after enough of touching me. I don't like being touched unnecessarily anyway. So I think Mike Tyson did what he was supposed to do.
Did. And if I was the guy, I feel offended. Like, I'm not even worth a real punch. You got to hit me with these little light.
Order the court.
I'm not gonna say those was little because he still got blood on him.
I mean, but like, come on now.
But Mike Tyson, even if Mike Tyson was 60 years old, I wouldn't even have like tested the man. You feel me?
That's a whole.
I'm saying
he got the old school Brooklyn knockout punch. I ain't messing with no Mike Tyson, man. Come on, not on no plane, not on no come on, man. Not on no close range on a plane. Come on, man.
Yeah. But like,
bro.
3 weeks ago, Tyson was out there. Remember, dude pulled the gun on his security, and Tyson was just called the guy over. Yo, come here.
Hugging him. That guy was.
He was asking to get fucked up.
Yeah, he was. He was
like, yo, beat me up, please. Beat me up.
Yeah, that guy violated. He violated for real. Yeah,
I'm not messing with Mike.
Anybody in their right mind who knows anything about Mike Tyson is not gonna mess with him.
Wow.
They know they've seen him knocking people out the ring. Now, I mean, he just wasn't hitting them and knocking them out. Some people are letting him through the ropes.
Ray, I agree. Ray, I agree with you. He's on commercials, training, still trying to be young. I'm not fucking with Mike.
Yeah.
I didn't hear what he, okay.
Look, I seen the video of Mike punching a boxer, like an actual heavyweight boxer. So hard, my man walked to the bench and quit in the middle of the fight, argue with his trainer and all that. Like, nah, you go back in the ring.
Yo, do we got that clip?
I'm not trying.
Nah, we don't got that clip. Yeah, that guy was fighting. They were trying to make him go back in the ring.
He was trying to go. My man was like,
it was quiet for that nigga in the ring. That nigga got up out of there fast. You hear me? Yo, y'all got the clip? Y'all got the clip? Yo, if you got to play that.
Listen.
Send me that clip. I'm going to put that clip in
there. Put that on.
And let me look that up real quick.
All right, look it up real quick. Understand what this case is. Today's this second case that we have today is the guy on the plane. We don't have a name for him. Mike Tyson roughed him up a little bit, but he did a serious violation because he was looking for clout, right? He was looking for clout. He was looking for views on Instagram and shit like that. That's a hood violation because nobody out there in their real mind is going to test Mike Tyson. I don't give a damn how old he is. You're going to get them 40. No, how old is he?
About 60.
60-year-old knuckles upside their damn head, okay? He put hands and feet on them. You feel what I'm saying?
He put the paws on him, you heard?
But at the end of the day, it is a violation, and obviously Mike Tyson ain't losing his hood card, and if he was, I wouldn't take that shit. Not me.
You say he's going to get off the table.
We ain't fucking with Mike.
Hey, yo, who taking Mike Hood card? Not us.
By yourself.
Hell no.
He about to pull up.
Yeah, Mike, he got that.
Nah, I'm good.
Sweet that Mike is 55. Okay,
Say that.
so Mike, MC Lady Z said that Mike did that for us when he was whooping that guy's ass. Okay, they want us to run the video. And let's see, and Sweet said that it's not that for us when he was whooping that guy's ass. Okay,
I don't even know how we did that.
What are you doing?
How do we just double up? Like,
Yeah, that was me.
But that was fire. How it happened.
It was. I play our shit back. You know what I'm saying?
Just show the video of him punching him one more time.
All right, guys, put your verdict in. Let us know if you think that this guy violated any type of hood rules.
Mike
Remember,
Tyson, the old boy did.
Either one, if Mike Tyson whooping his ass and responding to a person that was out there for clout, or do you think that the guy that was agitating Mike Tyson should lose his hood card? And remember, guys, this is based off of the code of the streets. The code of the streets. All of these rules here, when they lose their hood card, it has nothing to do with real law. We talking street law, the code of the street. What did or who violated any of these hood rules? Now, what we're about to play for you real quick, just to show y'all, don't fuck with Mike, okay? When you get hit with Mike, he will change your whole perception on why you shouldn't have never got in the ring in the first place. So
and don't make him bite your ear off neither.
Let's see how this brother got hit and then step the fuck up.
I'm gonna play it right now for y'all.
How long is it?
It's like 4 minutes. We ain't playing the whole thing.
Look at that hit. My man felt like a life alert.
Yo, my shit ain't even moving like.
Look at his face. He's rethinking his life. I should have been a doctor.
He said he felt like a light alert. Press the button, get the fuck out of there. Wait, we really wanted to see him step off, man.
Yeah, we gonna put that right now.
Oh, no, you too far.
I went too far, yeah.
Go back, like, even a little further back. To where
Hold on, y'all, we're gonna get to it.
Yeah, right here.
Look, he quit.
Look, he spit out the mouthpiece off the rip. I'm done.
Listen to his train.
Stop it. Come on, you fuck you. You're gonna fight and you're gonna win this fight.
Lies.
Who's winning?
You ain't quitting. You're gonna win this fight. Cut it out.
Bro must have been.
You can't win.
What's the matter with you? Come on.
Yo.
Come on. Give me the motherfucking right there.
Don't do it.
Yeah, my boy, he beat my boy back to Russia.
He said no.
Hold on,
No.
this is the funniest part coming up.
Don't you do it. Don't you fucking do it.
Gotta get in your corner, Andrew.
What happened?
It froze. No.
Oh, it froze?
Fuck it. Let's go back.
It been froze.
Second, the bell's gonna ring.
Yo, it been froze. That's all. Yo, it been froze though.
No, it's over. He don't want to fight no more. Stop it.
Wait a minute. Let me put it so.
Nah, they got to see this. They got to see this.
Oh, it did show it, though. That's why it is. I don't know why it's not playing so everybody can say, all right, fuck it.
Bottom line is, yo, check it out. At the end of the day, he stepped off. He
What
walked
the
out
hell
the
happened
booth.
here?
When you get hit from Mike Tyson, he felt that shit. Just so we know that guy on the plane didn't really get the full effect of Tyson's punch. Okay, so read some of them comments and then we're gonna get to big shout out to UNG Radio. I see y'all over there on the West Coast. What's good?
The MC Lady Z said, if you ask me, that was all hood.
Yo, y'all saw Sweet Shay comment.
What's
Oh, man.
We're gonna get to it.
all right, go in the order.
She
Glory
said Mike Tyson should get a I don't fuck with.
He still has his ear.
Yeah, yo, Shay said Mike Tyson should get a don't fuck with me award.
MC
Yo,
Lady
Shay, I like that one, Shay.
violated
good one.
came out of Mike.
All right.
UNG Radio said, "Don't start shit you can't finish."
That's a fact.
Yep, that's good.
And you click
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Nick said that one already.
Get a fuck with me award.
Mike should get a don't fuck with me award.
All right. Yes, it did froze, Mom. My bad on that. But check it out. So the bottom line is, guys, do you think is the verdict in who is losing a hood card when it comes to that? Mike Tyson, obviously not. We ain't playing that. Or the guy on the plane. And what did he violate? What hood rule did he violate?
He violated the leave people alone if you ain't got hands rule. But let's ask this question. Did this white man ever have a card? Was he really invited to the barbecue?
Order in the court. Order in the court. He said he never had a hood card to begin with. Stop me.
Yo, order in the court, man.
Yo, I can't take it. Well,
Yo, the dude never had no hood card anyway.
Yeah,
So,
he ain't violated no hood
what do you
rule.
have? A Caucasian card?
He just got what he deserved. Yeah, he got it. He got what he deserved.
Right.
He got
Okay.
what he deserved.
So basically, this guy on the plane, boom, lost what he never had in the first place. Yes, he ain't never had no fucking hood card, so it's over. All right.
He may have, because I understand this guy was a criminal. he was.
Oh, wait, whoa, hold up.
Well, now he got to go to the white neighborhoods to buy his drugs. How about that?
Nah, I'm messing with y'all. I know it's good. It's gonna make somebody mad. Like, what, black people? Because he's a hood. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all.
So
I'll go buy his drugs from Billy now.
So listen, y'all crazy. Mike Tyson did, which I want to say, guys. Mike Tyson did mention, because you did mention this, Poppy Fortune, about the homeless people missing. Okay, so before we move on to the next case, we definitely want to talk about that. His troll card was snatched.
We're not trying to laugh at the homeless people.
Firewater said his troll card was snatched.
Yo, Firewater, I'm feeling you, Firewater. Firewater, yes. His troll card was snatched up. Let's get it. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's go.
To elaborate on what Miz was just saying about Tyson, he's saying a reason that all these homeless people are going missing is because, and like it was in the movie, but you got to realize they put a lot of real things in movies just so that it numbs us to it. It won't hit us as hard because we've seen it in a movie. But he's saying a super rich person that knows nothing, a man who used to run around with Michael Jackson, Prince, Magic Johnson, and Madonna, is saying rich people are kidnapping homeless people and hunting them for sport. And I'm being honest with you. Now, is there human organ trafficking? Yes. But that's when people say it's homeless people, that sound crazy. Why am I going to take somebody who shoots heroin sliver? Make it make sense. But not for sport makes sense.
Not all people are heroin users, though.
No,
not
but
all homeless.
Homeless people tend to not be healthy. They're harvesting organs of young, healthy people. Like the young brother, I can't remember his name, and I'm sorry about this to his family if y'all see it, but the young brother who was killed and rolled up in wrestling mat with all his organs going. That's the people they stealing. Young, healthy, especially black people's organs. But homeless people, I definitely believe y'all hunting them for sport. Because there's been too many movies about it. There's been too many books about it and things about TV shows. And let's talk about it because they say, oh, a lot of it's fake. But how many things have we seen that were conspiracies and they were putting it in the movies and then the person putting it in the movies was doing it?
9/11.
Even Harvey Weinstein would make movies joking about touchy-feely, nasty executives. Whole time, that's him.
True.
Well, let me just say this, that at the end of the day, we know about the organs, right? And them harvesting the organs. But one thing is that, and somebody actually commented this on a post when I reshared that Mike Tyson said that. They said because most homeless people won't even miss them.
Yep.
They won't even know that they're gone. So they might have something bad, but their heart might be great. There might be other organs in their body that still work perfectly fine. You understand? And these rich people don't think for 1 minute that they're not out there looking and paying big top dollar money for our organs. And what you want to tell them when it comes to the driver's license?
Oh, yeah. Take that organ donor off.
Take your organ donor. Or take that organ donor off your
They
body.
were getting everything that's not shown by the suit. And you will just be meat, whatever, and they'll take some of the muscle.
And what he's saying is true because I've seen it.
You'll be eating what's the twisty tie things that they put?
Zip ties?
Like zip ties and like the little bendy twist pegs we used to use in like elementary art class, like legs, and they'll put those all through the pants up against whatever bones they don't take to make it look like you still got body. They'll take your eyeballs and put fake glass eyes or just close your eyes. You ain't got no eyeballs.
Nah. He ain't bullshitting because excuse my language, because I seen it firsthand when I was in, I'm not gonna name the hospital, but I was in a hospital and I was doing some work in the hospital. And we in the room and we hear banging, like, we like, what the hell is that?
Mm-hmm.
When we turn around, the door's open, it's cracked open a little bit. So, we go in and look, and the guy's in there tearing his body apart. And then he's nonchalant about it, like, hey, guys, y'all want to see? Like, nah. So he comes out, starts talking to us. And then he tells us that, they take everything. They take all anything that's not seen by, after they cover you up, if you don't see it, they skinning it. Yeah. They taking everything, your skin, your bone marrow, they taking everything out of your body, and they actually replacing your body parts with PVC pipe, wood stems, and all of that, so that your body stays in place after they take everything.
And think about that.
And the person that's doing it is not even a doctor. Yeah, they have no medical degree at all.
And then think about this: how many bodies has he mutilated? To not only the way he doesn't feel away when he's doing it, but he doesn't even have the shame to not be hiding. Like, he's to the point, bro, come watch me just mutilate this person. And now I cannot say this is 100% fact because I don't want to get sued. But allegedly and reportedly, if you have organ donor on your medical card, especially as a Black person, they are not going to try as hard to save you. And the crazy part is, this is something else that they put in TV shows. I know y'all didn't see Grey's Anatomy.
You know what? You don't even have to say that. I forgot the name of there's a lady with where she speaks about her husband who was brain dead. And it's a hashtag called brain dead but living.
We're going to link that in the description.
But it's a lady who speaks about her husband who the doctors told her he was brain dead and that he was never going to come back. But they stopped doing everything to help him. They stopped giving him food. They basically killed him while he was in there and then took his organs.
Yeah.
All right, so we're talking hood violation here. What's going on? Talk to me.
I believe Mike Tyson.
It might not be a hood violation, but then white people are violating the hood.
All right. T-Mix.
I think I was gonna comment on it. I think that whole situation is like a whole business connected with the funeral home. What I heard was that the families they don't even know that the organs are being taken out of the bodies and other stuff is being thrown inside the bodies, and they're taking the organs and going across the countries with those organs. Is like a big market overseas. Like, people are dying that need kidneys and what have you, So like, those organs are super expensive when somebody's life is on the line. Sometimes
even overseas.
I think you onto something, Mix. I'm gonna explain to you. Let me explain to you, Mix. I think you onto something, and I'm gonna say this because why do you think the shooting in the hood, nobody goes that hard to fix it?
No. And it's a double-pronged thing because, all right, now we can get the organs from these people because for some reason they super push organ donation into the Black community. And then these kids get killed. The funeral home makes money, that's taxes. Drugs get sold. More people get killed in retaliation. Property values plummet. And when property values plummet, there's a group of people that have been buying up places all around the country when property values plummet. And then they buy it and they call in their contacts in the feds, and the feds come and sweep through and arrest everybody. And then they build multi-million-dollar condos next to a place where last year 300 people got killed.
They're not even building condos anymore. They just fixing up whatever was messed up and putting the Starbucks in
so you're telling me people paying $3,500 a month to live in a project?
I'm telling you, they're not even fixing it up. They're not even building it. They
can't even kick people out.
Yeah, you see a Starbucks and what's the big Whole Foods and all of that. They just come in there and put that in there. Now they selling what used to be a $1,200 or $800 a month apartment. They selling it for $3,000 or $4,000 a month.
That's
$55,000 for a 2-bedroom, and you live next to a crackhead. Like, do better.
Whole violation, that. Right there, we talking of major violations, major hood violations.
Mike Tyson is onto something.
Big shout out to Jim on the check-in. We appreciate the love, Jim. Thank you so much. Look, the connection that y'all talking about what's happening within the hospitals, with the doctors, within the hood, within the funeral homes, all of this stuff. This is some deep stuff here, you know. So we on hood court, but this shit here is still deep. Talking about how you shouldn't put your be an organ donor on your driver's license and the risk you run. And I heard, I'm not how.
I got some
I got
you read first after you finish, all right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I heard that you can put it in your will. When it comes to your organs, you can will it to your family. That's what I heard. I'm not sure how true that is, but that's something to definitely look into. If you can leave your organs in a will to your family, maybe to your kids or something like that. I don't know how they preserve it, but that is definitely something that we all got to think about because they violating the fuck out of the hood right now. But okay.
I'm gonna read some of these comments. Hold on, I'm gonna get down to that. That's what I was getting to. I'm gonna read all these comments. Firewater said the Gift of Life Organ Foundation is deep in my city. What city are you in, Firewater? Firewater also said, go watch Bobby Christina's doctor interview. That's what he said they did to her.
Yep.
What?
They took her and her mother, and they took their vocal cords because you can take somebody's vocal cords and like they're doing vocal cord implants. Like gangster, there was a scientist in Italy. I was in high school. I graduated high school in 2012. When I was in high school, dude transplanted somebody's head onto somebody's whole other body. It's crazy out here, bro. Like that snatch your whole person.
Oh my God.
UNG Radio said it's $1 trillion industry.
What's up, hey, big homie, Madman? UNG Radio in the building. I see you, my brother. Over there.
Town Mama. Here's the thing. I worded that wrong. The funeral homes are not taking organs. The hospitals are. The funeral home is dressing them up for the hospital so that you don't know. And yeah, somebody said it's a multi-trillion-dollar thing. Yeah, the richest people in the world are the Rothschilds. They own the world banking system, and they struck deals with every government to take every government off the gold standard onto the we say money is worth something because it's worth something standard. These people have dog is the last one that allegedly died was 100 and something years old and on his 10th heart transplant. Rich people, super rich people are just they not dying because they just buying organs. My liver's bad, go get me one. Like it's Walmart or Uber Eats.
Sweet Shay said they're still using Henrietta Lacks' body for medical research. That's a fact.
That's a fact. Henrietta Lacks is the oldest person alive. Her DNA is biologically immortal. Shorty is legitimately Wolverine. They took her DNA and allegedly she died, but nobody knows because honestly, they could have this woman locked up. But her DNA sample is over 100 years old and it is still multiplying without any damage to the DNA. This woman is functionally immortal. And honestly, I believe that there are a lot of weird things we can't explain. If your DNA is functionally immortal, what kills us is our DNA splitting and it fragmenting and it not splitting in the way that it's supposed to be when it multiplies damage. If hers is multiplying undamaged, this woman might be alive unless they killed her.
How many of y'all, the Firewater said, how many of y'all on the panel still live in New York City?
None of us live in the city anymore.
I used to. I don't live there anymore.
Nah, I just moved from New York City. I was just in the Bronx last year, though.
I would like to know what that commercial was. I mean, that question was asked.
Can y'all please, I'm gonna ask everybody to please try to talk at one time, right? When everybody's talking over each other, we cannot hear. That's the only. I don't care about the back, but you know, people listening, they can't hear. So don't try to out talk the next person. Just wait for them to finish and then say it. You got to be patient.
All right.
Yes, Town Mama. Just like Frankenstein, but it's probably less of a scar. Like, look it up. Italian head transplant. It'll pull up. And the same guy also cured cancer. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, he cured cancer using the AIDS virus, and none of the people caught AIDS.
Henrietta Lacks, Firewater said Henrietta Lacks is a code word for most Black women.
Okay. Wow. All right. So it's looking like because this conversation got real deep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's hood court, but we got deep on that one. Who's losing their hood card and who violated on this specific topic?
Again, Tyson is right. Like one thing about Tyson, people look at young Tyson when Tyson was an active boxer, when Tyson, which he admits was a cokehead, and they say Tyson is a fool. Tyson is a foolish person. They hear his lisp and how he talks and think. But Mike Tyson is a very intelligent and wise man. Yes, right. It is rare that he speaks and he's talking some BS.
That's right.
And I want to say, who was that made that last comment? Firewater. Yeah. And you want to know why black women and their DNA and their organs are so wanted and coveted? Because black women carry something known as the Eve gene. Every black woman walking this planet, unless she is naturally sterile or was rendered sterile, which that's a whole nother debate, how black people end up getting rendered sterile very young, has the Eve gene. The Eve gene allows a black person, a black woman, to literally birth anybody on the planet. Any allele that can be created by humanity, white, black, Asian, Hispanic, anything in between, can be naturally birthed by a black woman, given anybody's.
All right, let's go. So, see, Mix?
Nope.
I don't think anybody should get their hood card revoked. The white dude, I mean, like, he ain't even from the hood though. Mike Tyson, he was in a right all day. So I mean, like, I don't think anybody.
I agree with you. America has lost its hood card for the 35th time.
All right.
35th? You give it that's a low number.
It's a low number. Just the 35th time this decade.
That's still
like that.
But you're right.
Silent assassin.
Yeah, I don't think anybody lost it. I mean, well, Mike Tyson, he good with me. I don't think he said anything wrong. I honestly believe what he's saying.
So, right. So as they say, I guess America has lost its hood card for violating people and taking their organs and also kidnapping homeless people, because we believe that for sure that this is happening, guys. And I don't know how we're gonna solve this issue. How do you even think about solving a problem like that?
Say something. Remember in the city after 9/11, it was all the signs everywhere. If you see something, say something. If we see something, say something. You see something going wrong in your community, something that don't look right, say something to other people in the community. Try to stop it. If you're not a person who feels you can stop it, well, if you live in a community, you know the people who handle business in the community. Hey, bro, them over there is acting weird. He keep looking and watching all the women funny. Go check him. If you don't feel like you can do it yourself, but we have to police our community. And that comes down to policing the police, because most people don't realize this, and the Black Panthers use this very effectively. You are legally allowed to defend yourself and others to the fullest extent of your state laws against police when they're acting in a way unbecoming of an officer, which means when an officer is doing something illegal. We need to police our communities. In this community in South Carolina, there was a cop. And I guess the cop was being wild, bothering people. One day, they knew he was the only person on shift because they know the shift. It's a small town, and guess what? Your neighborhood ain't that big. You know who's on when and how many people gonna respond if you call for something. They call for something that only he gonna come down there with, and they beat the brakes off that man, stripped him butt naked, and crashed his squad car. Guess what? The entire town force quit. You can do that in your neighborhood. Guess what? There's neighborhoods in DC where police won't go. There's neighborhoods in St. Louis and Newark and Chicago and Detroit and Portsmouth and Atlanta where police won't go.
I'm gonna be honest with you now that you said that, right? It is happening. Only thing about it is the men ain't the ones doing it.
No, it's the women.
The women, the ones out there.
Shout out to black women.
Yeah. I'm gonna call it what it is. These men ain't out here trying to fight the cops. They out here filming it while the women are out there doing it.
We out here fighting each other. Like, a comedian said this, and I don't remember him to say who it was, but he was like, it's crazy how you could have 10 black dudes in the room, or 2 black guys in the room, and 10 gang members run up with all types of AKs and rocket launchers, and they got one rusty 38 with 2 bullets, and they gonna be ready to shoot it out. But if you take them 30 people with all them guns, and one cop knocks on the door with that same rusty 8 and them 2 bullets, everybody running and getting on the ground.
Yep.
Like, it don't make sense. Keep that energy with them cops. How you gonna kill somebody who look like you? Somebody, even if y'all had issues your whole life, you know this man since the sandbox. You gonna kill him over the cop that's harassing both of y'all? Like, son, common enemy.
Yep.
All right. We about to move on to the next. It looks like America has lost a hood card here on the Hood Court, and we are going over. And thank y'all, the jurors out there who are putting your comments in the comment section and letting us know what y'all think. And y'all all are on the same page, pretty much. I thought I seen somebody say. say something about keeping a hood
Whack
card.
100. Whack 100 deserved to get his life pass taken. First thing, you don't talk. If you're not gonna talk about somebody and they can defend themselves, you don't talk about it when they're not here. That man ain't never say nothing disrespectful for Nipsey. Had nothing but praise for Nipsey when Nipsey was alive. Now that Nipsey's dead, this is at least the second time he said something about him. And to say that you have a gay sex tape on him, first off, pause, son. Why you got a sex tape of another man like that? That's weird on your part. Second, you would not have said that while Nipsey was alive. Sean Campbell.
Yeah.
Hassan Campbell situation with the Zulu Nation before he speak on anybody else.
They both don't do. Yeah, they both don't say hood card in my eyes.
Yeah,
They not good. Yeah, they not good for the hood. I'm not gonna lie to you. Neither one of them.
Y'all interviewed a rat.
They drama queens.
Y'all interviewed a rat and let the rat scream on y'all. I'm ashamed of both of y'all. Hassan, I'm not from the Bronx, so I can't ban you from the Bronx, but Double R is from the Bronx. Ban Hassan.
Order in the court. Calm down. Get out.
Order in the court.
I'm gonna say about Whack 100.
He on 100 right now. He dropping facts. He on 100.
You know, he's foul for whatever. You know, if you know Nipsey Hustle, it's dead. You leave that alone, yo. I don't care if you did have it, and if you have that, that's a little suspect. But if you did have that, I wouldn't be telling nobody that.
Absolutely. Do me a favor.
How did you get it?
We put our names up there on the screen. Big homie, Madman Boucher over there. You know what I mean? Big shout out. We keep saying we're going to do that. We be totally forgetting. But you already know what it is. I'm Lady Miz. This is Poppy Fortune. And this is Ray the Silent Assassin in the building. Okay? I'm not sure if that's possible. If it ain't, whatever, put it as a ticker going on the bottom. Boom. We're going to put it as a ticker going on the bottom. But what we're going to do now is move on to the next case because we have 2 more cases before we get up out of here and see who's getting their hood card revoked. So next we have Cam Newton.
Next we have Cam Newton talking about the difference between regular women and to quote boss bitches. Direct quote. We gonna cue up this video. You can hear what he says.
Wait, before we cue it up, give us a little background on that.
All right, so Cam Newton, former MVP quarterback he did play for the Panthers. I want to say bro is out the league now. I'm not gonna hold you. He went on $1 million worth of game with Wallow and Gilly the Kid. And he talked about a number of things. He talked about his family and he talked about his upbringing, being raised in a 3-parent household with his parents and his grandmother, which led him into a conversation about the difference between what he considers a real woman and then what he considers a bad bitch and how he disagrees with the bad bitch mind state. Excuse my language for all our older listeners.
They know what time it is, though. This hood court. You ain't pull up
Now,
and you
I
don't
do
know
also
what's going
want
down.
to say,
You gotta get
7 to 8 baby mamas. So with him talking about family and stuff, you got to take that with a grain of salt.
Big shout out to Al Mosley. I see you on the check-in, #1 draft pick, baby. We in the building. Let's go. All right.
Yo, keep your hand on that machine gun for me too, man. Y'all dropping all them bombs, man. I like the gun sound.
Oh shit. Okay, well listen, we here now. Stop putting. Give it to him now. Hood court, cause it is hood.
Yeah.
Right?
845, stand up, we outside.
Being used for the hood.
Oh man, here we go.
Yeah.
Order the court.
You went too far, brother.
Yo, save that shit for talk therapy. This hood court. You get sensitive on this. This ain't talk therapy. Yeah, let's get it. We're gonna show a video.
If it don't freeze this time.
Yo, I'm gonna let you know if it freeze.
All right.
All right. We're going to show this video. Why don't you go ahead, Poppy Fortune, and explain what the video's about.
Again, this is the video of Cam Newton on $1 million worth of game with Wallow and Gilly the Kid. Talking about the difference between his upbringing and the difference between a regular woman and a bad bitch.
All right.
What a woman was, not a bad bitch.
Okay, what's the difference?
A woman.
Okay.
A bad bitch is a person who's just, girl, I'm a bad bitch. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I look the part, but I don't act the part.
Okay.
He dressed like one.
And there's a lot of women who are bad bitches. And I say bitches in a way, not to degrade a woman, but just to go off the aesthetic of what they deem is a boss chick. Mm-hmm. Now, a woman for me is handling your own, but knowing how to cater to a man's needs, right? And I think a lot of times when you get that aesthetic of like, I'm a boss bitch, like I'm a this, I'm a that. No, baby. Like, but you can't cook.
Okay.
You don't know when to be quiet. You don't know how to allow a man to lead.
All right. Order in the court. Check it out, y'all. So, listen, let me just say my piece real quick, and I'm going to let y'all take the floor and go in, okay? So, here's my thing. I agree with some of the shit he said. But the first thing, like we said behind the scene, he came on there dressed like a bad bitch, didn't he? He came on there dressed like a bad bitch.
That was getting dressed up his auntie closet.
Okay, you know what I mean? But in my take on it, I believe some of the stuff he's saying now, first and foremost, I don't know how other females feel, but in my case, I really don't agree with calling ourselves bitches anyway. I'm going to keep it all the way real. I know it's hood court, but I'm just saying I used to speak like that, but I don't anymore. You won't hear me saying I'm a bad bitch. I'm a queen. That's what I am. I don't reference myself as being a bitch. Now, listen, one of my friends can be like, yo, that's my bitch. If you talk like that, you talk like that. I'm not going to shit on you because I understand where it comes from. And I know that I used to speak that way because I might have evolved in a certain area and I choose not to talk like that. I don't judge other people on it because I know what time it is. Now, on the flip side, when he talk about women needing to understand how to play their position, okay, I get it. Sometimes you got to let a man lead and let a man be a man. Now, I know Double R, Silent Assassin don't like when I say this about men's ego, but you do have to let a man have his ego. When you take a man's pride from him, you could destroy that man in a sense. And he gonna always, where's that noise coming from? He's gonna always be looking for somebody to make him feel like a man. I'm just saying, you understand what I'm saying? So you got to be careful with that. Now, this is the part that I don't like, and I'm gonna keep it all the way real, although I understand where you're coming from by saying that women need to keep their mouth shut, right? And know how to be quiet. Now, I get it, because us females, sometimes we do run our mouth too much. I'm gonna keep it all the way real, because I'm one of them sometimes. Oh shit, here we get Yo, hell no. He tried to talk shit while I'm trying to give him credit, but see, now I got to talk shit. You understand what I'm saying? Don't be loud and popping fortune. Yo, so at the end of the day, right? Should we sometimes fall back? Of course we should. But I don't like the fact that he said, shut the fuck up, all right? I ain't feeling that shit. Get out of here with that. I don't know. I'm on the fence with this shit right now. Y'all take the floor. Who going up?
I want to say, Cam did make some valid points. Like a lot of y'all chicks be like, yeah, I'm bad. Like, nah, shorty, you are beautiful. But your personality is trash and you dead can't cook. And if I'm gonna be honest, you can't cook, you can't clean, you can't deal with me. But on this thing about, and we should learn how to cater to our significant others, and that goes both ways. But if a woman's not catering to you, one of two things are happening. Either she really doesn't like you, or she did like you, but you ain't handle business where you were supposed to handle business, so she doesn't care. Both of those, when you do both of those, you'll have a woman go from independent to cleaning your crib every time she pulls up. You don't even got to learn how to use your mop. Like literally, I did not know how to use my mop until somebody showed me at day house.
He said, "Shit, I've been treating the bitches good from day one. The bad bitches."
You step on it and it spin the mop for you. I got the mop in the bucket, turning the mop with my hands. I didn't know how to use it. So, Cam, if they're not catering to you, you should look at something you do, and you should stop getting dressed in your grandmama closet. Boy, where you get that scarf from? Why you got on that church hat?
He lost his color. Just off the outfit. Just off the outfit.
Yo, listen. First of all, what the blood clot the man had on, Star? That was, what? He's a narcissist, first of all. He done had got them millions and got rich and switch, man. That's what I think. Because he looked real crazy with that little, I know that suit probably cost like 80,000 probably.
Yo, son, he started dressing like that. The Super Bowl, his MVP season, that Super Bowl he lost. Bro, dressing like that and forgot how to play quarterback. I'm telling you.
You couldn't even see him. Like, he just had like a whole garment on, like from like 1870s. You couldn't even see that it was him.
He went to the old lady section and picked all that up. That came with a bottle of white Zephyr.
He messing with
I
him.
can't take it. That shit. He's gonna get.
Oh.
Wait, I can't drink that
He's
zip it
looking
down.
crazy outside.
I was trying to y'all right now.
He looking crazy outside.
Downstairs. Shit.
He... Yo, man.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, these dudes, they get rich, man. They just get different. Yo, man. He talk like he want all that catering. Come on, man. I know women like, yo, miss me with that.
Yo, you know what it is? I'm gonna tell you, some of these guys get rich and get sensitive. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Always sensitive.
Because
Came out and
I'm gonna tell you,
comfortable.
this part of where I don't. I'm gonna say this as nice as I can, but when you call yourself a bad bitch, it sounds so toxic. It's like, yo, why do I want to be dealing with that kind of toxicity? You know, it is. It just sounds toxic. So it just don't sound right.
And if you call yourself a bad bitch, you gotta understand what that word means. That word means female dog. Or if you a dog, you finna get dogged. Don't be mad when somebody dog you.
Hey, but you gotta.
You titled yourself.
Now that you say that, a lot of those are the ones that be like, "Oh, he's nice, boy," and then they get called out by the guy that's the hood guy.
I don't believe nobody nice. Some of us are kind, but it's like he just trying to get the draw.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. All right.
Listen, so here's the deal. At the end of the day, it looks like, is he losing his hood card, or are the females losing their hood card?
Can't do it losing his hood card for that outfit.
No.
Yeah.
We can't look at the messenger and miss the message by the way he's dressed.
Okay, he also has somewhere between 8 and 11 baby mothers. Bro, you not like, it was a good message, but you not the person.
Oh, it's the wrong messenger, huh?
Yeah, you not the. And then you came dressed like Robin Hood and Peter Pan, Captain Hook. Like, what are you wearing, bro? Jack Sparrow. Like, where did you get that outfit?
I guess they said the message is return to sender. Yeah. Like, take that shit back. It's out of here.
He definitely said that. He dressed as every pirate he could think of.
We can give the audience another look at him if you want.
What a woman would, not a bad bitch.
Hey, look at that. No, we're not looking at the whole shit. We're just looking at him.
Hey, yeah, this nigga look crazy.
What the fuck is going on here? Wait, the hat might be bad. He look confused.
Yo, what he got the Louis Vuitton fanny pack on? What he got on?
Yo, he got a mixture of everything. He got a Superman shirt on. He got a scarf like from Toy Story. What was the Woody scarf?
Oh, I'm a real cowboy.
He got that.
This dude is losing his car.
We ain't even see his shoes though.
Yeah. He got a mixture of every outfit on. Like I said, he got on a Superman shirt.
Yo, I bet his shoes look great. His shoes probably cost an arm. They probably look crazy too.
Yeah, let's not disrespect him, yo. He might have, some men do this. Their daughter might say, "Hey, Dad, I'm gonna pick out your outfit." That's probably what happened.
Nah, bro, been dressing like this for like 5 years. He just liked that outfit. He liked that way of dressing.
Well,
I don't know how to explain it. You 6'5", 285 pounds want to dress like Prince, bro. You don't go put on some pads.
Guys, let us know what you think in the comment section. If you think that he should lose his hood card for the statement that he made, or should he lose his hood card for the outfit that he's wearing? I already know what y'all think, so we already know what time it is. I'm gonna get
he might be out the whip for that outfit though.
For real. Sweet Shay said he dressed like Sealy.
Yeah. Might have to pull it over on his ass real quick, yeah?
Purple.
Hold up.
Remember?
I had to pull it over on that nigga.
What Sealy was wearing.
I do. I remember what Silly was wearing.
Oh.
I did. That away from me.
Yo. He look like color purple right now. I agree.
Yes, absolutely. Tyler Mix MC Lady Z said, pass that blunt, baby. She wants some of that. So go ahead and blow this over there for her over there on the West Coast over there.
Hey. Fuego, that's a gelato. You know, we outside on her court, man. It's love to you. Love to you.
Yes. So, guys, listen. At the end of the day, here's the deal. The outfit, he lose it for both. They put it in the verdict. Tell Mama said he losing both. Fire is not feeling the outfit, and I know Sweet Shay ain't feeling the outfit. And listen, the whole thing is just not looking really good. Soraya Alexis is not feeling the outfit. Listen, this brother definitely is losing his hood card because the message got lost somewhere around that woody tie that he had around his neck and that cowboy fucking hat. And we don't know what the hell he was wearing.
He had a feather in it and all that, yo.
The whole shit was just a whole violation. Whole hood violation. But I will say, before we go on to this next and last case, I will say this: when it comes to the word that bitch, we do have to learn how to reference ourselves a little bit better than that. Okay. Now, if you act like a bitch and you talk like a bitch and you are proud to be a bitch, you're gonna get treated just like a bitch. And you can't be mad when somebody say you a bitch because you approved it. So I don't know, we might have to definitely work on that when it comes to that in the hood. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like this. Sweet Shay said the hood pass was revoked. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Absolutely.
I don't taking this hood card for speaking about women calling themselves bad bitches. I don't think he's wrong there, because in a sense he's right. Bad bitches ain't cooking.
No, he's not wrong at all. He's using this card for the excessive baby mamas in the outfit. Like,
okay.
What is your son thinking? Your son's thinking when they see this?
Something broke.
Yeah, yo.
Just like their mama. Like, come on now. But I want to say this: like, you are the energy you put out is the energy you receive. So if you want to be treated well, you have to put out the energy of somebody who is a respectable person. If you put out the energy, whether a man or woman, you put out the energy that you're not a respectable person, nobody will ever treat you as such, and you cannot feel the way about it.
Okay. All right.
MC Lady Z said he don't match at all. Means he doesn't have a woman, because ain't no way a woman gonna let her man walk out the house looking like that.
She'd be like, homie, yo, take it back in the house. Take it back in the house. No, we're not doing that. Get out of here.
I don't like that now.
All right. So listen, his hood card is revoked. We're moving on to the next and last case. This next and last case on the hood court is prom dresses and guns. This is for y'all fools out there acting a damn fool. I told y'all these kids need guidance in the hood and everywhere else. Can you got a picture to pull up there?
Yeah, can you please pull this picture up? Both of them, because we actually have two pictures.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to say, shout out to his tailor, because that suit is crazy, bro.
It is.
I'm gonna take
You can't even knock that though. That's it. It's fire though.
this Frank Lucas suit. Like, what?
That's it. But hold up.
Now, you have to like how they match. His pants match her dress. I don't know where his suit at, but his pants match the dress.
Yeah, but that's not why they're here today at the hood court. The reason that they are here today at the hood court is why they glorifying at a moment when they should be celebrating, enjoying themselves, having a good time, enjoying love and dancing and laughter in school. They out here with guns, prom dresses, suits, and guns. They don't freaking mix. I don't understand why this is a thing. I don't understand why they're out there. That's why I'm saying these kids need guidance. I asked my kids the other day. Mute that. There's some noise going on here. I asked my kids the other day. I said, "Listen, do you guys even know what it's like to slow dance at a party?" Right? They don't really know. When our era, right? So
right is like
all right.
younger than me.
All right. Well, I asked my son that. Right? Who's 14, right? So I asked him, and the crazy thing is, ask your kids. Now in today's time, this is why they don't know how to slow dance. Put the picture up there again. They don't know how to slow dance when it comes to everything that's going on. Why? Because they're too busy killing each other. They're too busy glorifying violence and glorifying guns and think that shit is cute. Now, it's okay to have a gun. I'm not saying it's not okay to have a gun. Have a gun, protect yourself. It's your legal right to do so, right? But why does this come into play? I don't understand this at all. They don't even understand what love is anymore. And that goes back to the bitches and the niggas and the guns and the this and that. This is a whole hood violation to me because this is what's destroying the hood. That mentality is what's destroying the hood. That mentality is the reason why our young kids are dying so early and dying on the street. So I'm going to let y'all take the floor and y'all tell me what y'all think about this last case here on the hood court when it comes to prom dresses, suits, and guns.
Now, before I get into my point, I want to say part of the reason these kids aren't slow dancing is because have you heard the music is dumb fast, bro. You can't slow dance to that. And I will agree, like recently, clubs and parties have gotten trashed because, like, yeah, we used to turn up the gangster music, but it was a certain type of gangster music and certain super gangster songs was banned. Like, you couldn't play Boosie and Webby and 3-6 Mafia, and like, you couldn't play that. But now it's wild out beast music playing. Like, I don't want to dance when all the songs are about killing everybody in the club, bro. I'm waiting for a fight to pop off now. But I do want to get into this point, and I sent in evidence earlier. Can we bring up Exhibit A?
I love it.
Now, this is a group of white people on prom night with dresses and guns. And the only thing people would find wrong about this would be the Confederate flag. Can we bring up Exhibit B? This is fathers threatening their daughter's prom date with guns. Why is this different? Oh, wait, because it's black people, and we're still trained that black people shouldn't have guns. Where did that come from? Oh, that came from them being scared of us rising up on them.
Ooh.
Every time we see a black person with a gun, you get your bomb, you get the bomb.
Because he's dropping a bomb on y'all right now. Y'all hear what he's saying? I'm feeling it. Let's go.
Every time we see a black person with a gun, even in a legal state, even in an open carry state, even black people see a black person with a gun and automatically assume that that person is a criminal, especially if it's a man. That is these young people, as long as guns aren't illegal and these are legally owned firearms, are well within the race to hold those guns and have those guns. More power to them.
All right. So you're saying that it's okay and they shouldn't lose their hood card because technically at the end of the day, it's legal if they register, like they said, right? If they register, they got the right to do that and it's okay. It shouldn't look bad because they black with a gun because you showed Exhibit A, as you say.
And especially if you train your kids with guns. Like, your kids should be trained to use a firearm, what to do, what not to do, how to clean it, how to fix it. And once that point, if I'm going to send my son out in a Gucci suit, boy, you taking this AK with you.
Yo, that's a very interesting point that you made. Definitely, I would guess another way to look at it based off of how, when I set it up, I'm definitely feeling that. Absolutely. Tyler Mix, Silent Assassin, who's gonna go?
I'll go.
Okay, let's go.
I'm gonna agree with Poppy Fortune. I'm gonna say it like this. Because I was one of them people who was guilty of it also when I first got to Virginia and I seen black people opening up carrying guns. The first thing is like, what the hell is this? You know? Mm-hmm. But now I encourage and I believe that after you hit a legal age, you should get a concealed weapon and exercise the same rights that we are supposed to have. Because what happens is they have made it almost like the Second Amendment right. Black people should not even think that we should be using that Second Amendment right. We shouldn't even think that we deserve to own a gun, and that right is not we are not worthy of that right. Mm-hmm. So we have to get out of that mentality. And it's good to show these young kids, especially if you're teaching them how to hold it, how to do it. Hopefully the gun is not loaded. I don't find nothing wrong with it. They just took a picture with it.
Yeah.
That's all they did.
I want to respond to, were you done? I didn't want to cut you off.
People, we always making a gun, black people with a gun and is a hood negative thing. Mm-hmm. And I honestly think if we had a lot of black kids in the hood who were legally trained how to use a gun and they were able to get a gun without it, you would see a lot less crime because a lot of the kids in the hood who have the guns got them from somewhere illegal.
That's why they killed Fred Hampton, Huey Newton, locked up Bobby Seale, gave Matulu Shakur forever in prison, made a setter run to Cuba, hooked a Feeney on crack, killed her son. Mm. Yeah. They don't want people to put out that image. But Firewater, he said, why is the Confederate flag bad? Yes, a lot of us are Aboriginals. Yes, a lot of the slaves were the Aboriginal people. But here's the thing. They were enslaved under that flag. That flag is a flag of losers. I'm a person who grew up in Virginia. I'm from Portsmouth, VA. Guess what? We see it. And I lived in the Deep South. Most of the people carrying that flag are not carrying that flag because of heritage. And even speaking on heritage, you have people whose family were Nazis. They didn't believe in killing Jews. They just fought for the Nazis. They don't have any Nazi memorabilia. Irish people don't have IRA memorabilia. Chinese people don't have Chinese resistance memorabilia. Taiwanese people don't have PRC memorabilia, even if their family traces back. Because first off, why are you going to tout a loser? Second, why are you touting somebody who did negative to us? That flag during that war, yes, it was about states' rights, but the biggest right most of those states were fighting for were outside of General Robert E. Lee, an actual abolitionist, but he was fighting for his home state. The rest of those states and those people were fighting to keep their right to keep people enslaved. To the point, and I will say America doesn't deserve credit for freeing the slaves, because the only reason that Lincoln gave the Emancipation Proclamation, which only freed slaves in rebelling states. That's like me. That's like I work at Nissan and I tell you all the Kias across the street are free. It doesn't matter. The Kia don't have to listen to me. Was because Britain and most of Europe had banned slavery because the Pope said slavery is bad. You can't do it anymore. And once they made it, they're doing slavery. They made it about slavery. Now, morally, these countries couldn't help them and they couldn't supply them. But that flag is nothing but a negative to black people. And somebody I've also lived in Pennsylvania. I lived in Northeast Pennsylvania, Wilkes-Barre. I was actually assaulted by the police there while performing emergency first aid on a person of color that was attacked by a white person with a knife or a blade and would have more than likely died if I wasn't on the scene. But past that, where I was at is only about an hour from Gettysburg. Gettysburg is the deadliest battle of the Civil War. It was a Union state, which means most of these people's grandfathers fought for the Union, not the Confederacy. But they carry Confederate flags, not for heritage, just to let you know this is not an area for niggas.
All right, there go y'all history lesson. Live and direct, y'all heard it here. Poppy Fortune on the hood court, baby. Now, we're gonna go over to T-Mix. T-Mix, let us know what you think about that.
No, I agree with the panel as far as the.
But there definitely were slaves brought in from Africa over here.
I agree with the panel. I agree with the panel. As far as speaking on the gun control and stuff like that. If you're using the weapon right and taking the proper training and process to go through getting your weapon, I think black men should be able to carry just as much as the white Caucasian race should too as well. It's all about how you go about using your guns and taking precaution and stuff, the right way to bear your arm. You feel me? So I don't really like the picture too much with them with the gun and everything like that. I think it's still kind of promoting violence. That's the only thing I really don't like about the picture, because they already know how the photo is going to come out and perceive to, when it comes out, what does it look like? They promoting violence, right? It does look like that, though.
It does to me.
I have to disagree with you.
Listen, that's good. That's cool. We don't all have to agree.
That's the only thing I disagree on. But just the picture itself.
Put the pictures back up there.
I just disagree with that. That's kind of promoting it.
Boom. We got this picture here. All right.
Yeah,
with the guns. They shoot. What do they need guns for at the prom? Like, who are they going to? Let's go to.
Why would you want to take a picture with guns?
Fortune had brought up. Okay. Now we're looking at the other people. They doing the same shit.
First off, look at this white girl on the left hand side. She got her finger on the trigger. Everybody else had good trigger control. She in the danger zone.
So is the one over here too. They both got the hand on the trigger.
Yeah, and I don't care that there's no clip in it, because guess what? Don't got to be a clip in it for the fire.
Next picture underneath that. Okay. So listen, guys. Here's the thing. So here's what we have to discuss now. What we need to discuss here, and from all of us and from y'all out there, I want to know how y'all view this. Is this a hood violation? Is this something negative? Or do they just have a right to bear arms? Are we looking at it, or am I looking at it, whoever looking at it the wrong way? Or should we be looking at it like it's their right and we shouldn't see it as a bad thing? point of view is, listen, it's okay to bear arms. To be flashing it on a prom day, who are you? Why do you need guns going to your prom or going out? When I look at the people with the Confederate flag holding that, it looks bad to me there too. I see people that just want to go out and kill who? Black people, right? They got the flag. It represents to me racism and guns. That's what I see. What is the purpose of that? If I would have seen that and didn't see our kids that look like us there, I would still think it's a horrible thing. So I'm saying, from my point of view, I don't like it at all. Just because you got guns doesn't mean you have to be out there with your guns out on prom night. To me, it makes no fucking sense. If you're gonna carry the gun, carry it, cover it up, or let's just open carry. But all that shit, hell no. To me, they getting their hood card for everybody on both sides, on both ends. Let's go.
Can I say something real quick? Hold on. Can I say something? And I just wanted to say, all right, it's not a bad thing they got the guns, but it's where they at, and their age range, and the other
kids with the same
people.
Age.
Hold on, or the other young people around that see that picture with them posing, but it's just not a good look. You know what I'm saying? For just taking that type of picture, and you got other kids just seeing it. You know what I'm saying? It's just not a good look out there.
All right.
I want to respond to Firewater real quick.
All right, go ahead.
I didn't say anything about the transatlantic slave trade. I actually said the majority of the slaves were Aboriginals, who were dark-skinned people. The slaves that were taken from Africa were taken in raids on major universities because they needed people who could properly till the fields and build advanced construction projects. But that has nothing to do with the Confederate flag and what we were talking about. It is the transatlantic slave trade.
All right, you done? Yeah. All right. Let me get back to I'm gonna tell you where I disagree with y'all. Okay.
You disagree? Who do you disagree with?
Y'all who say that these kids holding the gun is promoting violence, because that's the negative stereotype about black people owning guns again.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, that's exactly the message that America wants people to think about black people holding a gun. Now,
what about the white people holding it? It's the same thing.
Right. That's why I'm saying it shouldn't be considered a negative.
You see a white man with a gun, he's supporting his constitutional right. Even if you don't like guns, you don't assume you don't. But it's because they want us to look bad. They want us to consider ourselves bad. And look, if your kids see another black person with the gun and think, yeah, that's gangster, I want to be gangster, you're failing them in two ways. You're failing them by not teaching them that every black person with a gun is not a criminal. And you're failing them by not teaching them that, hey, guns are cool. Guns are a device to protect yourself. Now, what Ms. and Sweet J said about the guns and the pictures both being wrong, I can agree on that, because I'm not a person who, even though I have taken pictures with guns, I'm not a person who really agrees on posting pictures with guns. No, you don't need to know I have.
I'm gonna tell you why. And I once again, all they did was take a picture with the gun. They didn't. Why not?
They should be trying to GTD. It should be GTD. Got the draws.
But listen.
I don't like taking pictures with guns in general, white and black. Why you posting your gun? Nobody should know you have that.
That's true. I don't disagree with that. Right. You cannot act like black people taking a picture of a gun is promoting violence. That's not true, because like Sweet J said, Dylan Roof went into a church with a legally owned gun and shot up black people.
And guess what? If more black people had their gun, it wouldn't have happened. Because remember, somebody tried to do the same thing in another church a couple months later, and everybody in the church shot him. I swear the children shot him too.
Can I say something? Can I say something, please? Yo, listen.
Go ahead. Yes.
In that picture, this is what I get out that picture right there. The guy was pointing the gun. So what that looked like? That's what he was pointing the gun. Okay? So what I got out of that picture is that was to promote violence, because you're aiming that gun at someone, right?
Yeah.
I rest my case.
Go back to Exhibit B.
Wait, please. Before we go to Exhibit B, I want to look at Town Mama's comment. Okay, because I agree with that 100%. They should be holding flowers at the prom, not guns. And that's the thing. That's why these kids don't know nothing about love today, because they're too busy killing each other and they got hate.
Wait. Where did you get that from? Parents got something to do with it. Wait, hold on. Well, I can't speak on the kids because I'm almost 30, but my generation, highest rate of 2-parent households since the 50s. We're doing better at love, clearly. Now, I can't speak on these kids, but these kids ain't our kids. We got to look at y'all.
That's a fact.
Be real quick. The one with the parents and the guns, right? We're talking about pointing guns directly at people, correct? My man right here, my man with this little burgundy shirt on. Yo, he looked like my man from Training Day.
They both pointing the guns. The two top pictures is pointing the guns.
But like,
even though he's pointing it at his feet, it's still aimed at a person.
He is. And it's like, first off, this is bad gun safety. Because even though a gun will act, you never know what can happen. The wind might blow wrong, knock a rock into the trigger, now my man is dead. Yeah. You understand me? Don't say it's impossible because, look, we've seen Final Destination. You feel me? But that promotes violence. But nobody gets mad when fathers do that. It shouldn't be, especially when white ones. Because that black dude, I remember when that black dude pictures came out and people got mad about the fathers pointing guns and said, why is it different when an African buddy does it? But when Bob does it, it's not a problem. Come on now. It's because we're trained to think that a black person with the gun is an issue, or they're a criminal, and they train the kids to think black person with the gun is cool, and guns are cool, and violence is cool. Violence is not cool. To quote the Quran, to kill a man is to kill the world. If you kill somebody, you take away any impact they could have had on the world, positive from this world, you forever change this planet and the future. Violence should only be used as a means of the defense of yourself or others. And you should honestly look to diffuse the situation, but especially before it comes to lethal force.
I agree with all of that.
We're not teaching the kids this, and we're letting the internet and music raise our kids. Well, guess what? We have kids who have never been in a jail environment. Kids in small towns with one street light that grow up. Parents make $100,000. They drive a Beamer and a Benz coming up, and then they join gangs and start drug dealing instead of taking the good jobs that their parents are offering because of all the music and the internet. Because we're letting that raise our children.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We have to do better as a people, and it takes, like I said it on another one. It takes a village to raise children, and we need to bring our village back together strong. To bring it back to the point I had earlier, we need to control our community together. Guess what? You the big dog on the block, you making this money on the block. Well, guess what? What did the big dog used to do on the block? What happened on the holidays? People got sick. Kids got gifts. If whoever's running your block ain't doing that, get them up out of here. However you decide to get them up out of here, because they're not supposed to be on top of your block if they're not taking care of it. The block should be policed. There should be certain things that aren't allowed. If you are selling drugs to children, you got to get up out of here. These are rules. Did y'all forget about the Hampton rules? Did y'all forget about the Hoover rules? Because those don't just apply to the folk nation. That applies to the black community as a whole, especially the Hampton rules, the Newton rules, the Black Panther rules for the black community. And where did all of your gangs branch out from originally? The Black Panthers. So if you're going to claim your set and follow the rules. If they are not following the rules, they're in violation, and they should be violated. And until we do that, and we get all of the violators out of our neighborhoods, the same way the Polish and the Russians and the Jewish and the Italians do, our neighborhoods will never grow. Until we get the police to the point that they let us handle our own communities like the people I named, and the Chinese police won't even investigate something in Chinatown. Woo! We're not gonna move up anywhere, but I'm gonna cede the floor to my co-host.
Hey! He dropped some hell. Yo, the bombs that Poppy Fortune just dropped tonight. Okay, he took the hood court to a whole nother level. But listen, y'all need to hear that shit. Okay, you needed to hear it. So, I don't know what double R's over here doing.
Just don't worry.
Okay, all right. No. All right, so
about to mute y'all.
So this is the verdict. T-Mix. Let's turn it over to T-Mix. T-Mix, give us your verdict, guys. Y'all can put your verdict in. I don't know how y'all feeling out there. I know there's a lot of emotions going on right now, but based off of that, we need to know: are they guilty or not? Are they getting their hood card for that? So, T-Mix, we're going to go to you.
Silent assassin, go first. I want to hear silent, man. Let me think about it. You want to go silent?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think they violate any hood rules.
Okay.
There's no rule. They didn't break any rule. They took a picture with a gun. And once again, we cannot always believe a black person holding a gun is promoting violence.
Okay.
There's no hood rule broken
So
to me.
no hood rule. They get to keep their hood card and their guns, obviously. Yeah. Okay.
As long as they're illegal. I mean, they're legal. I don't have nothing wrong with what they did. If every single one of those guns is legal, there's nothing wrong with what they did.
There's 2 guilty verdicts in the comment section right now. Okay. All right. Listen.
Okay,
You want to go? Wait. Let's get T-Mix.
Let him go. But yeah, I want people to see that because that's a fact. That's something else we have to do.
Okay. All right. T-Mix.
I feel like they're guilty, man, for just. The picture didn't feel sit right with me. I gotta go guilty.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So you got a not guilty. T got T-Mix. Mr. 845 got a guilty verdict. I'm staying with the guilty verdict. I don't like I understand that everybody has the right to bear arms, no matter if you white or black or whatever flag you're holding up. At the end of the day, promoting violence on the prom night, instead of just having flowers and letting it be about love, it becomes about killing and murder. And I don't like it. So for me, I say guilty, and they all get their hood card revoked. That's my verdict. What's yours, Poppy Fortune?
I'm gonna say, even though I don't like people taking pictures with guns in general, like don't show what you have, they're not guilty. And even if the guns are illegal, guess what? A lot of these white folk guns be illegal because they flipping a full automatic and they 3D print something. They get crazy with the 3D printer. So like, don't believe that that's a legal gun. They get wild with the 3D printer. Let alone they get their trade license to make guns. They got it registered.
I got one more statement.
Well, let me just say, Sweet Shay is she said that no violation. Can you post? Okay, posting up with the guns is hood shit. So no violation. Okay, and Fire Water said innocent. All right, so we got a lot of different things here. I mean, I guess we're gonna have to probably have this as a what, drawer?
Yeah, it sounds like a hung. It looked like a hung jury.
Nope. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I don't think it should be even a drawer. But who said these kids were in the hood with those pictures? They could have been up in the suburbs.
Listen,
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. You got a point. You got a point.
All right. The hood every damn where.
Right.
Okay?
But that don't mean every black person just lives in the hood.
Listen, see, that's where you get it twisted. Because see, for me, it's not just about color. Because there's white men.
That's why I don't think it's wrong.
And it's order in the court, please. Order in the court, please. It's not just about color. It is in every, I don't care where you live. I guarantee you there's a hood neighborhood in that freaking city. All right? So we're not going to eliminate something because, not in the actual city, as if these small towns and suburban towns don't have hoods. That's bullshit.
I didn't say that.
Okay?
Yeah.
But we are not gonna let black people holding a gun be considered a hood violation. That's it. That's
I guess here.
I agree. And also, what Firewater just said about the NY Liberal Reviews, let me tell you something. Down south, it's a whole different place. For all you people up here that feel like guns are horrible, don't go below the Mason-Dixon line because you are going to be offended every day.
Thank you, Sweet Shay.
There's less violence. There's less violence in areas where there are more guns. I don't know if people realize that.
Yep.
And if there is violence, it's not random. That is very targeted. That person who got shot did something.
Please bring Sweet Shay comment back up on there, please. Okay. Hood is not about location. It's a mindset. Thank you for that, Sweet Shay, because that's my point exactly. Thank you very much. It is a mindset, which could be any damn where. It don't matter where. It could be anywhere. It's the individual. You could go to the Beverly Hills in the nicest place, and if you hood, you hood, no matter what the situation is. So, okay. So listen. Y'all got any final words?
I got something. I want to say something. No, I'm gonna say something to Firewater.
Okay.
Because they said that about the liberal views. Hey, I'm gonna tell you now. In June, those liberal views go out the window because they're gonna be able to. They won't be able to no longer stop people in New York City from owning a weapon.
Depending on the Supreme Court ruling.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, right? And I'm an independent. But y'all need something different in New York. And y'all keep voting for these Democrats, and every year they take something from you. Like literally in New York now, you can't even go in the city and eat without mad other rules, bro. If you modify your car and your exhaust is allowed, if you get an exhaust leak, that's a ban on your head as a ticket. That's crazy. Yeah. I don't know much about bro them that's running for office because at the end of the day, I'm not a New York voter. I'm a South Carolina voter.
Yo, I'm gonna say it like this. Yo, go ahead.
Y'all need to vote for somebody who's gonna let y'all have guns. Because here's the issue with New York State, right? In the state and the city. So New York State is near impossible to get your gun license. And if you get your gun license in New York State and New Jersey and Connecticut and Pennsylvania, and then you go to the city and with your gun, you're going to prison. Gangster, if you don't have a New York City specific gun license, it's clip. They need to fix that before anything else. You got too many people who had a legal gun and accidentally went to the city and got 5.5 years because that is the minimum.
I'm gonna say it like this: if people got to understand this about Democrats, and this is a known fact. Wherever there is high gun violence,
it's a blue state.
No, it's not only a blue state, but it also has the strictest gun laws.
Yep. Chicago, crazy gun violence. You wanna know what's crazy about Chicago? And they're blaming it on the Mexicans. Guess what? I have never seen a Mexican with a rocket launcher, but I've seen Chicago kids with them. You know what else I've seen with rocket launchers? Military, and CIA, and things like that. They keep blaming us like you go to cities where you're not supposed to have guns, and somehow they have the biggest artillery and nothing but military equipment. Newark, St. Louis. Only reason New York isn't super crazy with the guns because New York is a legitimate place of business, so they have to limit it. There's no real business that goes on in Chicago that the country depends on. But everywhere, but then you'll go down south, and you'll have a lot of guns that most of them be registered. You'll have a lower murder rate, even in states where it's crazy because the penalty for committing a crime is lower because it's so much harder to get caught. You'll have less violence because people look at it low. I don't really want to start this issue right now because I don't know if this person has a gun.
All right. Listen, guys, we've been on here for a minute. I think that y'all did an excellent job at stating your case. This very last one is a draw. I will take it.
Nope.
I'll take it. Teammate, he wants to talk. Listen, we're not all in agreement here, okay? When it comes to this is something we probably gonna have to talk about on another show, because this one is deep. But they keep the comment. I know y'all want to keep it quiet to the people. We're gonna take this last comment and we're gonna shut it down, y'all. But go ahead. Who wants to respond to that?
I agree. That's 100% fact. Democrats nor Republicans, they've never been for it ever. Only Republican that did something for us was what, Lincoln. And I guess I'm not gonna hold you. Trump pardoned more black people than anyone else, but like they shouldn't have been in jail anyway. So you feel me? And only Democrat that did anything for us was Kennedy. Facts. And how long ago was Kennedy's head blown off? Okay, then.
All right. You know what? Normally, Firewater, we do have call-ins. Today we didn't open up the phone lines, but we will open up the phone lines next week. Okay, so y'all could call in. Y'all could say however. MC Lady Z, she is confused on the matter. Okay, so it is what it is. Teammates, my bad about the music. It sounds like this music or something loud noise going on in the background where you are. So that's not.
That's us.
Why is it us?
You hear us is playing loud from when we play, so he can hear it, and it's just feedback from us.
Oh,
it's quiet over here.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
No, when we're talking, it's coming from you, and then it's coming back in. That's what it is.
Nah, good. I mean, you know, it is what it is, man. I'm with the draw situation, you know.
All right, so you say draw, I say draw. Stalin Assassin says no draw. He say that they don't lose their hood card, and Poppy Fortune says
we both said no. Y'all both said yeah, and the crowd jury is split. So I guess we got to call this a draw.
it's a draw.
It's a hung jury.
It's a hung jury. All right, y'all. Listen, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank y'all for tuning into the hood court. Y'all already know everything, which is from the code of the street, hood violation, not those laws that you see on the people's court. This is the hood court. Remember that. Shout out to the ladies and gentlemen, hoodlums and hood rats. This one is for you. Make sure y'all pull up next week, Wednesday, 8 p.m. It's going down here on the hood court from the Ground Up Productions. You got myself, Lady Miz. You got T-Mix, Mr. 845. You got the Silent Assassin, Double R, and you got Poppy Fortune, and y'all are the jury out there. We appreciate y'all so much. If y'all don't have any final words, we're going to get up out of here, and we'll see y'all next time.
Can I get a little shout out?
Absolutely. Give y'all shout outs. Let's
So I
go.
just want to give a shout out to Spring Valley, New York, Hilltop, man. The whole Rockland County, Haverstraw. I love to give a love, man, to the 845 Newburgh, Poughkeepsie, Middletown. I just want to shout out the town, man. 845, we outside, man. Mr. 845, man. I'm outside.
Let's get it. That's
Shit,
right.
man. Good night.
And we love to
Good
see
night,
that love
everybody.
come back in return, too. So where y'all at, though?
I
Stop
said,
playing with me. Stop playing with me. Listen, I'm going to keep it all the way real, though. Listen, we love it. We love y'all. Okay?
Hey.
Do you love us, though? We trying to see.
Hey,
All right?
I'm
Hood court. Let's bring up the hood court. But I was
gonna say
Just
this
saying.
real quick. Big shout out to Firewater. I agree with you. Facts over feelings. And thank you. I hope we see you next week because we came up on the YouTube feed. So good. Thank you. See you next week.
I don't think YouTube going to subscribe because I don't think YouTube going to take justice after some of the stuff we said.
Listen. I do want to remind y'all that we do have our own network on Roku. So if you have a Roku, you can type in From the Ground Up Productions TV, and you can watch all of our shows on there. We are a network where we have different music videos, shows. We're about to start adding some film. T-Mix is a film script writer. Okay, all right. Joey is another one of our script writers.
One of our screenwriters, Joseph Jermaine. He's a screenwriter. He's a producer. He's also an artist, entrepreneur, fashion designer. My guy does it all.
Okay, so listen, guys, go to From the Ground Up Productions TV, and if you have Roku, add us to your TV list. We have so much more content that we're going to be putting on there, but you can see all of our shows. You can see our music videos. You can see everything that's going on there. If you want to promote yourself on there, you can send us your information, and we can let you know how you can also get on the network. But if they shut us down, it is what it is. But check it out, guys. I don't know what happened to T-Mix. We're going to get up out of here.
Before we
Firewater.
get out, I got one more thing to say.
Firewater, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit that notification button so you know when we coming on, and we will definitely next week be opening up the phone line. Thank everybody for tuning in. Thank y'all for your support. I'm done. Thank you, Boss Lady. Thank you, MC Lady Z. Thank you, Sweet Stay. I'm sorry he keep moving the thing. Thank you, Firewater. Thank you, UNT Radio, Clown Mama, all of y'all. Thank you, everybody right now. Mom Gloria, Soraya, Alexis. Thank y'all, Al Mosley, for everybody that tuned in today. We appreciate y'all so much. And boom, you got the floor.
And before we go, I'd like to give a big shout out to Beyond Sports. They won in our live chat, but I do know the coaches watch after every live. They're probably in a meeting right now. We are the #1 upcoming sports program in South Carolina.
All right.
We take everyone from ages 6U up to 18U. We coach, we train. And when it comes to just training and not being on our teams, we also train college athletes.
All right.
We'll be hosting a tournament in the Orangeburg area very soon. It is going to be a winner takes the pot tournament. So if you are a coach and you are hearing this, go to @Beyond Sports on Instagram, at Beyond Sports Training Academy on Instagram, Beyond Sports Training Academy on Facebook, or BeyondSportsTrainingAcademy.com, and sign up for that email link. If you go to the websites, you can be alerted when we start the signups for the winner take all pot. Tickets will be sold, and whoever wins the tournament, so whoever wins the highest percentage of you bring your teams in, whoever wins out there most teams. So if you're 6, 7, 8, 7, and 9 U teams win, guess what? You get the gate. you get the gate. All of the ticket money, minus of course overhead, will be going into your pockets. You have nothing to lose, everything to gain.
All right, y'all heard it here on From the Ground Up. And before we go, I think it reminded me because now I can tell y'all that July 23rd is going down Springfield, Queens, in Queens, New York. The 80s reunion is going down there. I will be one of the hosts on that stage with Chucky Chuck. Big shout out to 5G Entertainment. Big shout out to Red Alert. Big shout out to who's going to the singer? What's her name? Melissa Morgan. Melissa Morgan's going to be there, and the Clientele Brothers going to be there. Sedan. A lot of people is definitely hitting that stage. Poppy Fortune is going to be one of the
hit that stage.
Poppy Fortune going to hit that stage. He definitely killed it last time, and they was loving him. He's going to be on that stage. That's right. I told y'all July 23rd. I will be hosting that. The Springfield reunion. Make sure y'all look out. Don't forget to stream our latest single, Family Business, on all streaming platforms.
Album.
Yes, album. My bad, album. And you can go directly to my website if you want to purchase it. LadyMiz.com. I spell lady with an I. That's LADIMIZ. And look out for Poppy Fortune album coming soon. Tell them about the album.
Dreams of a Poor Man coming soon. I won't give you a drop date because I'm not sure myself.
And T Mix, tell them about the script real quick. Talk about Crumb Village, and we out after that.
Listen. We about to start filming the Crumb Village project. Me and Lady Miz, Silent Assassin, Poppy Fortune, man. It's like a team thing with the Crumb Village. We will be looking for a cast, so we're gonna be doing like interviews soon in the future, towards the end of the summer or towards like soon, very soon. But we will be announcing that, you know, when we're looking for cast members and what have you like that. But Crumb Village, man, it's a really good project. I worked hard on it, man. It took me a long time to, you know, complete it and stuff like that. Me and Miz, we worked on it real hard, and we trying to bring that to y'all, man. Crumb Village, man.
I'm gonna keep it all the way down with y'all. I appreciate he makes most of that work was all of his. Okay, he is the screenplay writer. He should get the full credit for that. He brought me on and teaching me how to do it. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let y'all know. I hear what he's saying, but y'all gotta know that this brother is super talented. He is a great writer. Okay, he's a great script writer. He can write movies and all that. That's that brother's work, and he is letting me be a part of the work that he did. So I'm very happy to do that, and I want to make sure that y'all know that he's the man with the master plan. He's the one that wrote that shit. Tyler Mix ain't no joke. If you like power, you definitely gonna like Crumb Village. So look out for that. But because we a team, we doing it together. But he wrote that. Okay, so let's get it, and we doing our thing. Let's go.
And if you're a reader, please be on the lookout for the novelization of Crumb Village, because like the movie is amazing, but if you're a reader, the book is wild, bro.
Okay,
and also be on the lookout for the Hood Pain movie. We're going to be recording that within a few days. I'm sorry, I wasn't looking at the mic. I'm looking at myself on the screen.
Yeah.
The Hood Pain movie. We'll be that in a few days. It should be dropping around the time that we begin doing auditions for Crumb Village. And again, stream Family Business.
Boom.
Fire.
Single,
I was just about to say that.
Single.
Fire.
You can get a slight idea looking at Hood Pain, the video on YouTube.
Absolutely.
So check it out.
Listen, we've been on this joint for 2 hours, y'all.
Good job. Yo, Miz, thank you, man. You was a big help. You was a big help too, man. So like, thank you. I love y'all, man. You heard? Love y'all, man. And I love our fans too, man. All of y'all that be tuning in every week. You know what I'm saying? You know, from the beginning, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in. You know what I mean? And, you know, we just, just being ourselves with this, man. So, we outside for the people, and that's how we giving it up, man.
Facts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Love y'all, man.
And white people this whole time, and she's still here. Like, y'all friends.
Let me tell y'all something about Town Mama, because see, y'all don't know. And even when we talk this white black stuff, Town Mama is not black. Town Mama is white. But let me tell y'all, she one of the first ones to pull up. I sent her the links but she already know when we going live. And when we don't have a show, if we miss a day, she knows. She'll ask for the show. So Town Mama, big shout out to Town Mama, one of our main #1 true supporters. So at the end of the day, can't nobody tell me nothing about Town Mama. I'm always have her back and always be supportive of her. She is the manager of Sedan, okay, who will also be performing on July 23rd. So whatever Town Mama do, I will always be showing that love back to her, okay, because she definitely shows us love. So I just want to give Town Mama a gift of your flowers because we definitely appreciate you. We appreciate all of y'all. Don't get me twisted. I don't want to like separate. We appreciate all of y'all. It's right. Town Mama is not black. She here, you know what I mean? From Wisconsin. Shout out to Wisconsin.
That's Town Mama.
She comes up all the time and she here and she supported. So boom, that's what I'm talking about. All right, y'all. Listen, we didn't talk too damn much. Order in the court. Order in the damn court. We the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Later.
One thing though, before we go. Yeah, what you about to do? Firewater. I want to see whoever Firewater is. They're putting up a lot of good topics. That maybe we need to be talking to Firewater. We come in next week because we'll be putting you on. Talking to
that shit loud as fucking.
Talk that shit, man.
We just said we was gonna go 20 minutes ago. Peace out, guys.
Peace.
We hope you enjoyed your time with From the Ground Up Productions. We'll see you next time. Be sure to add our channel to your Roku list and listen to us on all streaming platforms. From the ground up. From the ground up. There's only one way to go from here.